Look, somebody got an itch that needs to be scratched, girl.
Wow.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch.
Y'all, take a look at this.
The mob was fed lies. They were provoked by the president and other powerful people.
Okay, so you see what I'm talking about.
I see what you're talking about.
Mitch blaming President Donald J. Trump for something that he didn't do. Now, as long as Antifa and Black Lives Matter was reaping havoc in the streets, burning down communities, looting stores, destroying businesses, destroying livelihoods, all of the deaths that happened under the Black Lives Matter and Antifa, not one time did I hear Mitch McConnell call out his colleagues, call out the Democrats about their shenanigans.
That's right. And I wonder when Mitch gonna stand up and man up and call out these Democrats. Start with Ayanna Pressley.
Come on.
You know, she said there needs to be unrest in the street. Then you had Kamala. She said protesters should not let up. Then you had Maxine Water. I call it Gangsta Lean Maxine. You know, she said you get out and you create a crowd and you push back on them. Then you had that old Nancy Pelosi. She said, I just don't know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Where Mitch, where you at, Mitch?
That's right.
What you scared of? Where are you at calling out these representatives?
That's right. That's right. The grand old party, you acting like a grand old puppet.
That's right.
Because you don't call them out on their stuff, but then you want to take and you want to place blame with the president of the United States, the 45th president of the United States.
And he said, peacefully and patriotically, let your voice be heard.
That's right. He didn't say no mess about going out there, getting in nobody's face.
So when, Mitch, are you going to call for the impeachment against these representatives that provoked and evoked unrest?
He ain't gonna do nothing like that because he's scared. See, Mitch is like a puppet, girl. And he's very hypocritical. And just the other week, Black Lives Matter was right there in New York. They were, I don't know if they were protesting or what they was doing. 28 police officers got hurt behind that. I didn't hear one word from Mitch. Where you at, Mitch? Where you at? Why you not talking about all of this? See, up under our noses, things are happening. Something just jumped off in Portland. Where is Mitch McConnell's voice about that?
Do the Democrats got your tongue on that? Mitch?
Have they bullied you into a corner? So before you start placing blame, Mitch, look right around you.
That's right.
Look right around you. Because there's people right there in the house that have said something that shouldn't have been said.
That's right.
They wanted some uprising going on. And not one time had you said anything about it.
And let me clear something up because I think it's time for people to understand this. Okay, that Diamond and Silk, when we became a Republican, we didn't become a Republican because of weak Republicans like Mitch.
That's right. Oh, no, that's right.
We didn't do that. We became a Republican because of a strong man named Donald J. Trump.
That's right.
So we are Trump Republicans. Okay? These weak Republicans that allow these Democrats to push them into a corner like a little puppy with their tails tucked between their legs. They say absolutely nothing. They get rolled right on over just to go along, just to get along. We don't have time for that.
We don't have time for it.
We're Trump Republicans. We believe in taking up for ourselves.
That's right.
And calling a spade, calling these people out.
Right. And Mitch, he can't do it.
No, he can't
call them out.
Because he's part of this.
Right. That's right. When you part of the swamp, when you are part of that system that keep wanting to get your kickbacks and your patty whacks, then you will go along with the foolishness.
That's right.
You won't call out the foolishness. Nobody is calling out what's actually going on. But you want to place blame on somebody that didn't do anything.
That didn't do anything. And to tell you the truth, Mitch, he didn't really support President Trump.
No.
What he did is he used President Trump.
Not only did he use him, a lot more others out there use President Trump.
And use his supporters. That's what you did.
I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hard to see how the GOP move forward from here because I'm going to tell you, I don't see people remaining Republicans. I don't see that. I don't see that. Because with what I'm hearing, with the political streets, a lot of these people done with these here Republicans.
We got time for this.
Listen, so that's why Mitch is the each inch of the week.
That's right.
Come on in right quick. Just have a few announcements that we want to announce, and I want you all to come in right quick so that we can announce them. So come on in, everybody. Come on in, and I love you all. I miss you all so very, very much. We're still out here in the fight, but let me tell you why I'm here. I know you all been wondering, where the heck is Diamond and Silk?
Right.
As you know, the social media platforms are censoring our voices. It is true, you all.
Yes.
From Facebook to YouTube to Twitter, it is the truth. So I want to make sure that you all go to Chattit.
Chattit.
CHATDIT.com to follow us.
Yes.
Okay? Chattit. CHATDIT.com if you want to see what Diamond and Silk is doing.
That's right.
Okay? That's just what you're going to have to do.
You got to go.
During these times, you all, they trying to convince us, make us to believe their narrative. And when you don't go along with their narrative, now what they want to do is stifle your reach, silence you, fix it where people can't find you. We've been hearing the complaints. We're not crazy. So that's why we want you to follow us on Chattit. CHATDIT.com. Also, don't forget about our podcast that's due out on Friday. Diamond and Silk, the podcast. You can find it on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, and even Rumble, or anywhere you get your podcast.
Yes.
And don't forget about our show that comes on Newsmax, Diamond and Silk Crystal Clear, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. So make sure you tune in this weekend because we have a great show and a great podcast for you all this week.
I want you to make sure you stop what you're doing right now and follow us on Chattit. CHATDIT.com.
Yes.
It's imperative that you follow us there. Why? Because it's our own social media platform, and we are not going to be censored there, and we're not going to censor your voice there.
Right.
If it's something there that you don't like, you can block yourself from seeing that person.
That's right.
It's just that easy. So we want you to stop what you're doing right now.
Right now.
Go to Chattit.com and sign up so that you can see Diamond and Silk. After you sign up, you're automatically following Diamond and Silk.
Right.
That means whenever we post content, you would be the first to see it. You would get a notification. Unlike these other social media platforms that don't want you to see our content, we want you to see our content there at Chattit.com. And that's why we want you to stop right now. Go to Chattit.com. CHATDIT.com.
You said it, Silk.
Yes.
CHATD, like in dog, IT.com.
Chat dit with a D-I-T.
Yes.
Chat, C-H-A-T, and then dit, D-I-T.com.
Yes. I know what the media is saying to you, but this is the biggest disinformation campaign that's being pushed on our country. So you have to understand, when you're in the midst of a psyops, of psychological warfare, and when everybody wants you to see the subliminal messaging, what do? You turn it off.
Yes. Turn it off and
cut it off. And go to Chattit. CHATDIT.com.
We have a lot more stuff coming down the pipeline, and I want you all to be there for that. So when we come here and say, go to Chattit so you can hear what we are about to say live, then you will already have your account set up. All you got to do is log in or stay logged in, and you can see exactly the truth about what Diamond and Silk really have to say.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. We love you all. So make sure you join Chattit, CHATDIT.com. Love y'all.
Bye-bye. Correspondence, public statements, appearances, and official activities to advance the interests of the United States and to carry on the agenda of the Trump administration through advocacy, organizing, and public activism. President Trump will always and forever be a champion for the American people.
Oh, God. And right now, Silk, we truly need a champion.
Oh, my God.
Because you know what? I don't like the way things are going right now.
Well, no. Especially if you have Biden's Build Back Better, it's starting to look more like Build Back Backwards.
Yeah, things are going backwards.
Yeah.
Almost sort of reminds me of the Jim Crow day. But guess what?
What?
We didn't live through the Jim Crow era.
No, we didn't.
Mommy did, Daddy did, Grandma did, Grandpa did.
Oh, and guess who else did?
Who?
Jim Crow Joe did.
And Joe Biden did. That's how he know how to put this stuff in place to take us all the way back.
The way back.
So when we talk about his Build Back Better plan, listen, he wants to undo President Trump's regulatory approval process, making it harder is what it's going to do business is what it's going to do. People won't be able to open up business because of more red tape and regulations put in place. He wants to halt the construction border wall, terminating the national emergency declaration used to fund it, He wants to undo President Trump enforcement within the United States. So that means illegal aliens can cross our borders and run rapid.
So he wants to do President Trump's immigration enforcement.
He wants to undo it.
So, but listen to me. We have immigration laws and rules right here in this country.
Yes, we do.
What's wrong with enforcing our laws that's already on the book?
He don't want to enforce the law. He don't want to follow the law. He want to undo everything that President Trump put in place for the safety of America.
So you mean to tell me if Bookie down the street, break the law, he gonna get in trouble. He gonna get 3 hots and a cop behind a locked cell block. But if an illegal alien break the law, they're gonna be okay?
They're gonna be okay in this country under the Biden administration. Also, he canceled the Keystone X-Line pipeline, eliminating thousands of jobs. So those jobs was making around $30 to $40 an hour.
Wow.
The oil and gas industry, they're probably going to be facing a pay cut. Remember, we became energy independent up under President Donald J. Trump.
That's right.
He rejoins the Paris Climate Accord, which will cost American taxpayers a lot of money, increase energy costs, and also this will cause America to lose millions of jobs. He rejoins the WHO. Why? Would you rejoin the WHO when the WHO did not tell us the full, honest truth about the coronavirus? When you see what I'm saying, they were supposed to give us vital information. So you want to join this organization, pay them millions of dollars to mislead the United States? And this was the same WHO that threatened President Trump with more body bags.
I remember that.
We'll never forget that, okay? He wants to suspend President Trump executive orders that lowers the insulin and the EpiPens for people. So go ahead, Phil.
So he wants to raise the cost of insulin, something that the American people need to live. He wants that cost to be raised?
He wants that cost to be raised. Within a matter of over a week's time, a loss of thousands of jobs, cost American billions in income. He's already killed women's sports. We're no longer going to be energy dependent. You know, he broke his own executive order because he put an executive order in place, girl, where in federal buildings you have to wear masks. He walks up in a federal building without a mask. You see what I'm talking about?
We see he forgot.
He stops the construction of the border wall. And listen, he puts a halt to deportation of illegals and so much more. Listen, but I want to tell you all this here. He also signed an executive order putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. But here's the deal.
What's the deal?
Please, Joe Biden, don't try to appease black people by thinking it's okay for you to put a black woman on the $20 bill and we're supposed to be okay with that. Because that $20 bill ain't gonna do us no good if you are eliminating jobs and people don't even have no money that they can spend a $20 bill because of your doing. So please don't think you're doing us a favor. You're not doing us a favor. President Trump wanted to give $500 billion
Come on,
in money to communities, to underserved communities. Not a $20 bill with a black woman face. Now, that may be fine and dandy, but how is that going to help underserved people? How is that going to help the black community? How?
It appears that somebody from the Biden administration has been listening to us about not signing any type of executive orders for black people, so he decided to do it this past week. And the executive order that he signed is called racial equity. Racial equity.
You know what, Silk? At this point, I don't want to hear Joe Biden when he talk about racial equity or racial inequality. Until he can right his wrong for the crime bill he put in place, decimating the black community, until he can stand in front of the American people and apologize for referring to black people as predators on that Senate floor, until he can right his wrong. I don't want to hear nothing he has to say about equality. He need to go find some equality.
Not equality.
Or some equity.
Equity.
And stop always thinking that black people need a handout. If you cared about black people, there's no way you will create or write an executive order that will cause the people to abort more black babies. When you care about black people, minorities, you will care about their lives too.
That's right.
We'll be right back with more Diamond and Silk Crystal Clear.